Why is the April 5th Court of Appeals decision so important to municipal solid waste landfills? To answer this question, you need to start at the beginning. The initial NSPS for new landfills and the issued EGs for existing landfills were promulgated in 1996. The NESHAP for landfill was promulgated in 2003 to not only complement the NSPS and EGs, but to further address HAP emissions, SSM requirements, and certain other monitoring and reporting requirements. In 2016, EPA promulgated a new NSPS for new landfills and issued new EGs for existing landfills, for which states would either develop their own regulations or follow the federal plan once issued. Industry identified many concerns with the new landfill regulations, namely that the new regulations did not offer a clear off-ramp from the old regulations. New landfills could seemingly be subject to both the old and new NSPS because of the cross-references still listed in the NESHAP. Existing landfills could continue to be subject to the old NSPS, the applicable state plan, or the federal plan until either a new state plan or a new federal plan was developed. Plans were initially due for state implementation of EGs by November of 2017. So quickly fast forwarding ahead. In May of 2017, EPA announced reconsideration of certain aspects of the new NSPS and EGs. In October of 2018, almost a full year past the original deadline for the state plans, EPA proposed to amend the EGs to extend state plan due dates. In May 19, EPA was ordered to take action on existing state plans by September of 19 and to promulgate a new federal plan by November of 19. In August of 19, EPA finalized the EGs to officially extend the state plan due date until August of 19. EPA also drafted the federal plan. However, because the May 19 order was stayed, the federal plan has yet to be finalized. In March of 2020, EPA announced the start of its two-year deadline to promulgate a new final federal plan for the 42 states that have failed to submit their state plans. At the same time, EPA made several amendments to the NESHAP that they thought would better align the new NSPS and the NESHAP, allowing for more streamlining of compliance and reporting. In addition, EPA amended the new NSPS and EGs to allow landfills to opt in to certain compliance provisions of the NESHAP in lieu of the NSPS and EG. However, the revised NESHAP just created different requirements that each landfill would have to select individually, as well as new timelines, adding even more confusion to the mix. So what's happening currently? EPA is slowly working with industry to alleviate the NSPS NESHAP concerns through its several promulgated amendments and even through its latest proposal published on April 13, 2021. On April 5th, the Court of Appeals agreed for EPA to voluntarily vacate the August 19 proposal to yet again extend the deadline for creating a federal plan. Based on the latest decision, it has been rumored that the EPA may publish the federal plan as early as next month, potentially bringing some clarity to existing landfills. So stay tuned as the web of uncertainty unravels itself. In the meantime, if you need assistance with regulatory applicability, please do not hesitate to contact me.